We're Aaron and Liana. We quit our jobs last year to travel full-time, and now we live in a van with our dog Bailey. We're kicking off our month-long Canada road trip, and over the next few weeks we're planning to visit some bucket list parks in British Columbia and Alberta. In this video, we explore the Vancouver and Whistler area, including beautiful gardens, fun adventure parks, stunning waterfalls, and crystal clear lakes. We're so excited to share our adventure over the next few weeks as we explore more of Canada. Be sure to give us a like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Let's jump right in.
We're in Canada now. Woo woo! New country unlocked, for me at least. She's been here a couple of times for work. The border crossing was pretty easy. It took us about 20 minutes just waiting in line, and then only a few minutes talking to the dude at the kiosk or the booth. He asked me questions like if we had any weapons, firearms, alcohol, tobacco.
Where we're staying tonight, how long we're going to be in the country, if we're going to be working, anything like that. So just a few different questions, but he just waved us through after that.
So now we're here, and Bailey, look at Bailey, she's so happy. We actually saw another wiener dog just like her in line with us. So it was kind of cute, saying hi, waving across the car.
So our first stop, we're at TNT Supermarket. It is, I think, one of the largest Asian, if not the largest Asian supermarket in Canada. We haven't shopped at an Asian grocery store in a long time, so I'm very excited to stock up on a bunch of stuff.
And we have a completely empty slate too. There's like nothing in our fridge, so.
Yeah, so we can really stock up. And this store is in Richmond, which is, we just looked it up, it's like the highest Asian population in
North America.
North America. I was gonna say Canada, but yeah, I think North America. I think it said something like 70, almost 75% Asian population here, and over 50% Chinese. I'm part Chinese. So yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna go shopping, get a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, but welcome to BC. So, looks like we came at a good time because all the flowers are in bloom.
Yeah, so pretty and it smells so good.
Those Asian stores, man, they're a little
Overwhelming.
overwhelming, yeah, let's just say that. But we made it out alive.
We're at Queen Elizabeth Park, and we're in a rose garden section of it right now, which is beautiful, and we have a willow tree, so we're gonna have our picnic and then we'll walk around the park after. We got a lot of walking to do. Alright, sweating because it is so hot, but it was worth going to the duck pond because we saw two little groups of ducklings and they're so cute.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna fight each other for the territory, but that's not what happened.
No,
they were coexisting.
Some big leaves.
I know. Imagine how big of a burger you can make with that.
Bailey is bigger than you are.
So it turned out to be a pretty warm day.
So hot.
Yeah.
It's like the hottest we've been in a very long time, especially in the direct sun and like walking. We only did like a mile so far, but
yeah,
I feel like I'm dying. We had to stop for water and some lemonade.
Lemonade's good, the water's refreshing, but yeah, it seems like two of the three of us are kind of dying. So how many more things after this do we have to do?
I had a big day planned. We were supposed to do this, Stanley Park, hit a couple beaches, and Granville Island.
So how are we pacing?
We've done one thing.
And
I'm tired.
all right, we made it back to the van, and I think we're just gonna power through it and go to Stanley Park. We might just rest for a little bit, and then we can check out what we can today. And worst comes worst, we'll just come back tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan.
Should I play the national anthem? We made it to Stanley Park, and I was following Google Maps here, and I feel like that was a mistake because there was some very thin roads that cars couldn't really pass each other. I see potential for gridlock there. But we just checked out the totem poles, which was pretty cool, and now we're just sitting here with the nice Vancouver skyline. And so you can also see there's a chevron right over there. Probably the most photographed chevron is my guess.
Probably.
We're just cooling down a little bit, but the weather is nice off of the water for sure.
Time to take a nap.
Looks good.
So we decided we're not cooking tonight. We got takeout. I got a lemongrass chicken banh mi, and Aaron got lemongrass chicken vermicelli with spring roll.
Yeah, so this is some nice Vietnamese food.
Let's dig in. As you can tell, we are in a hotel now, and you may be wondering why we're not staying in the van. So we looked for campsites all over Vancouver, and we do pretty last minute planning, and a lot of campgrounds were full. Probably could have searched a little bit harder, but we have a Marriott free night, so we figured what better time to use it than now, and all we had to pay for was a pet fee for Bailey.
We got an early morning tomorrow, which makes our hotel stay even shorter, so we'll take advantage while we can.
Yeah, live in luxury for one night. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Time to go?
Yeah, that was so nice, and I wish we could just stay here till full checkout time, but we have lots to do today, so we're gonna head out. Bailey's ready. You ready? No. We're up early, and first we're headed to Capilano Suspension Bridge Park. And this is something that's been on my bucket list for a long time when I first looked at Vancouver, and I'm really excited to go. It's gonna be kind of like an adventure park taking us through trees and stuff, so should be fun, and it's dog friendly, so
Yeah, perfect.
let's get going.
It's a video. This is fun. Bouncy. And I bet if we all jump on this,
Stop it. I think I'm getting seasick.
synchronous, we could make this thing fall.
Pretty busy.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Excuse me, ma'am, have you been drinking tonight?
Yes.
Get some all Canadian otter balls.
Yeah, let's do it. Hi, Dad.
Hello, can we do the all Canadian?
Would you like a seat today? Pretty good?
Mm-hmm. Fluffy.
So that was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. They even gave us a little I survived Capilano suspension bridge.
It just felt like a bunch of little like nature walks. It was pretty crowded, especially as we were leaving. It's like jam-packed right now, but it was still fun to get out there, get on the bridges. I really liked the treetop adventure where you're on kind of bridges the whole time, and it feels like you're just going like into like different tree houses. So the kid and me had a lot of fun with that. The cliff walk I didn't know about, and that was really cool. It felt like you were just like walking on nothing.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite too. But yeah, the whole place is fun. It's definitely a tourist destination. I wouldn't go there expecting to be like out in nature and stuff. But.
Yeah, if you want to be like on a hike with no one around you, this is not the place. I kept saying it kind of felt like a naturey area of Disneyland. So if you are okay with crowd and still enjoy kind of like a themed park, then I think it's worth it. It's fun. It was expensive though. It was over $100 US.
Yeah.
For both of us to go. But it is dog friendly. So
yeah, I mean, in what other time are we going to be able to do this? So might as well.
Yeah.
And Bailey is very pooped out. For the record, she was in the backpack for most of the day.
Or being held. Like,
I know.
she probably walked like maybe 0.1 miles that whole time.
Yeah, but that's 0.7 miles in dog miles.
Oh, but that's still not that much.
We are at Ambleside Beach now, and we figured we'd just chill a little bit before we leave Vancouver for good. But there's a nice view of the Lionsgate Bridge, which I guess is comparable to the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. We're eating some lunch. We got some of the goods that we picked up from the Asian market in Richmond. We've been snacking on some cherries, which are already gone and in our bellies. And we're having a good time. Right, Liana?
Yep.
We were originally planning on staying in Squamish, but there was like a forest fire going on and the whole area was a little smoky and we didn't want to succumb to living in our van and that. So we did just move a little bit more north towards Whistler, which is kind of home to a bunch of like beautiful mountain biking stuff, but we don't mountain bike. So yeah, Just FYI. But anyways, we're at our camp now. Liana is making some fancy dinner. Look at this. So it's a little warm outside, so we wanted something cool. What do we got going on?
We are making some summer rolls, which are Vietnamese, and kind of playing around with some different vegetables that we have. So we have a rice paper, we have Napa cabbage, cucumber, bell peppers, basil, fried tofu, and some vermicelli noodles, and we're wrapping them all up. So I'm doing my best. We'll see how it goes.
Sure it'll taste good. We're ready to get moving now, finally, and what?
I move so slow.
We're gonna check out Brandywine Falls. It's a provincial park, and yeah, I don't know. There's so many of these parks like all along this drive. I'm not sure if it's just because it's this location or if it's just like that all throughout.
Yeah, there's a lot of parks here, so we'll see how many we make it to. Let's go to Brandywine.
Yeah. That's so funny watching that all unfold.
Oh no, there's too many bugs just like swarming around outside, and I don't have nearly enough coverage right now.
We're at Alexander Falls, and it's pretty amazing. Look at all the water rushing down that bad boy.
Pretty crazy.
You can see a rainbow down there. I think there's at least 1 or 2 pots of gold, which would be pretty cool. But nice little low effort, beautiful scenic spot to enjoy.
Woo-hoo!
You have now entered grizzly bear habitat. Seriously. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. So that was a fun little adventure, but we made it to Callaghan Lake. It's a provincial park, but it does require 9 kilometers off-road, and you're supposed to have 4x4. But we made it in our van. Took it nice and slow. We might have scraped once, but we made it, and there's nobody here. I think the park just opened.
Now we're gonna check out the lake. Actually, there's 2 people here, but Bailey does not like water. But look how beautiful this view is.
Yeah, it's actually a really big lake.
Yeah. And the water is so clear, you can see it more on this side. Wow.
There were some other folks here, and they actually just said that this park just opened. So it's pretty cool, because I was worried that we were gonna come up here and the gate would be closed, because I've heard reviews just from a couple days ago that it was still closed. So happy that we're here, and I think at this point we have the lake all to ourselves.
So even though it might be cold in the water, we're gonna both get in and enjoy it in case there's a bunch of people here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Let's check it out.
Woo! Woo!
Man, this spot's so cool, and it's cool that we have it to ourselves, but it's nice with all the snow-capped mountains, and there's like little islands of pine trees and stuff, which is kind of cool. But I'm really excited to go fishing, because since this place just opened up for the season, I expect that there's lots of big, chunky fish in there waiting for me.
Yeah, so we're gonna make it an early day tomorrow. That's for sure.
Get some fishing in, get some pictures in. What more could you ask for? Oh, and the best other thing is that it's free to camp here, which is amazing. And there's pit toilets. We haven't figured out where those are yet, but they're supposedly around here somewhere.
Good morning!
Good morning! We got a new bag of coffee, and this is from Bellingham, Washington. And it's just so perfect. It's in honor of our Pacific Northwest journeys. We got the Pacific Northwest blend. Kind of reminds me of the like coffee tea that we had on the Big Island. It's good.
It is a light roast.
Yeah. That makes it.
We usually get dark roasts or medium roasts.
Yeah,
so.
medium roast. Yeah, it's a beautiful day outside. We're the only people here still, which is great. But I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. But for now, we're eating rice bowls with tuna, cucumber, furikake, all that good stuff. We'll probably hit up the lake in a bit. I'm planning to do some fishing. And yeah, we'll see where the wind takes us. All right, we are out at the lake now. We found a nice little sunny spot. There are some bugs, but we have some bug spray. I did buy my fishing license. I am a non-resident alien to the BC government, so I had to pay a little extra than a non-resident as well as a resident. But I'm excited to go fishing, so let's see if we can catch anything. This little cove area looks fishy. I didn't have any luck with fishing, but I'm gonna try again tomorrow because I did get an 8-day license and it wasn't too expensive either, which was nice. The park rangers just came by and took down all the coverings on the signs. That just goes to show how early we are. We got here pretty much exactly when it opened, or essentially right before it opened. Liana cooked up something good, so we're about to go eat. Let's go interview Liana.
Lunchtime. It's kind of just like a fried rice situation with leftovers from our other meal with ground chicken and what do we have? Napa cabbage, Thai basil, bell peppers, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
and sprouts.
looks pretty good.
And I topped it just with some of that Thai peanut sauce that we had and sriracha.
Beautiful.
Let's dig in.
I am off to go fishing again. And the weather has definitely taken a turn for the colder. It is currently misting a little bit. I'm starting to think that the snow patches on the ground actually belong here, and that the sunny weather that we had was kind of just like a, you know, not the normal. And this kind of overcast weird weather is the normal. So since I got my fishing license, I'm trying to make the most use of it. So let's see if we can catch anything. I spent maybe like 5 hours today fishing, and yeah, didn't see much activity out there. It was a nice time just kind of hanging out on the water, looking at all the scenic stuff, the clouds, the mountains, the trees, the birds singing. But anyways, I do have the catch of my life right here with me anyways.
Aww.
Where is she? There she is.
Hey! Excuse me.
Red Thai curry with coconut milk. Camera eats first.
Yes, it does. I'm excited. This smells so good. Mmm. Pretty good. Good morning. So a little update. We've been at this campsite for the last few nights, and we had really nice weather when we first got here. Really sunny, really warm. Dipped in the lake, and then it dropped where like I think the high is like 50 something. So we've had this place to ourselves for the most part. There's been some people that drove up and kind of looked around, but it's been really nice and quiet, enjoying it. And I'm currently walking to the pit toilet because this spot does have a pit toilet, which is kind of nice. And I forgot to mention that this is free. So we've been able to camp here for free, which is really nice. I don't think this is going to happen other places we visit. I think we might just be a bit off the beaten track, but enjoying it while we can. And we're taking some showers this morning, which is much needed. So using the last bit of our water in our water tank, and then we'll go head into town and do some chores today. Ready to go.
Yeah, so we're heading to Whistler next. We're gonna check out the town because it's supposed to be pretty fun. Lots of shops and touristy stuff. First, we gotta make sure we get out of this road.
Fingers crossed we're all good.
All right, folks, it is 11:40. This dirt road is 9 kilometers long, around, was that 5 miles or so? So we're gonna see how long this takes to get back to the paved road. But we're going nice and slow for Coco to feel all right.
Yeah, we don't want her breaking down on us.
Yeah, but there's some interesting parts. We'll see them in a bit.
Yeah. Back to the main road.
I know. Look how quiet it is. I just hear nothing. It's great.
I know, I kind of get overstimulated.
In total, it took us, what is that, 30 minutes or so? Which
Yeah.
is pretty good. I think it took us around the same, maybe a little bit longer to go up, but we made it down just fine. Pretty fun ride, I would say.
Woo woo!
Yeah, wouldn't do this in an extended or anything larger than a like 148 or 144 Sprinter, or else you will definitely scrape your butt. So we just used the dump station and water fill at this Rebuild It center. They just have like a recycling center, station, dump station, water fill, all that good stuff, which is pretty cool because there's like, I don't know, reduce, reuse, recycle. You do that here. So now we're gonna go to the village, I guess, Whistler Village, check it out, maybe do some shopping.
Woo! Alright, we just parked and we are headed into Whistler Village to do a little shopping. And my number one goal today is to find like a kayak or a raft.
Something to float on the water.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It honestly would have been really nice the lake we just came from.
Yeah.
So that's our goal today.
And I want to find beer.
Okay.
Apparently, yeah, some of the grocery stores didn't sell beer. I don't know if that's a thing or whatnot, so we're gonna make it work.
Alright. Okay, so sad update. We found like a perfect raft, but it's not in stock. Apparently pack rafts get like very customized and a lot of them are like made to order. I don't know, we're just gonna kind of roam around and see what we find.
Yeah, look, there's a Patagonia store. We might as well pop in there.
May as well. Look at us finding the nature trail in the middle of the village. And for some reason right here it smells like a campfire.
I know.
Like s'mores.
It's like how Disneyland on that one ride, they do the orange scent as they're flying through the
But like, do you
Florida
think
or
they're
whatever.
just like spraying out the smell, or do you think there's a fire?
No, I think there's actually a fire.
Okay.
That would be hilarious if it was. Just thinking. What a
It's been
day.
a day.
Yeah.
So the village was really fun to walk around. There's a lot of different shops and restaurants, and a lot of things in Whistler aren't necessarily dog friendly. Like there's a lot of restrictions on certain trails and the gondolas and things like that. But shopping at the village is very dog friendly. Bailey got like 4 different treats, and there's like water dog bowls everywhere. Everyone wanted to pet her. She's allowed in all the stores. So that was really fun.
Yeah, she had a blast. But yeah, we went into a bunch of stores looking for some sort of watercraft.
We had like 8 different stores or something at least.
Yeah, we were at the village for like 4 hours, so it's been quite the day for us. But now we're heading towards Lillooet. We're gonna stay at a campground there. It's actually free by one of the utilities there. So we're gonna make our way towards home for the night. What a cool stop.
Pretty neat.
Yeah, we're only like 3 minutes away from camp, so let's head there now.
Let's do it.
We've made it to our campground. We're staying outside. Yeah, there's Liana in her just got to camp position. We're gonna trademark that. But we're staying at BC Hydro Campground in the Saton Dam Campground is what it's called. So it's pretty cool. It's free. You just have to register, first come, first serve, all that good stuff. But it's cool to see utilities doing that. Ain't that right, Liana?
Yes, it is.
So what do we got?
Bailey wants some water. I just gave her dinner.
Demanding! That sounded huge.
Give me water.
Oh my
now.
goodness.
Now.
So yeah, we're gonna take care of Bailey's needs, and then we'll figure out what we do tonight. Which is probably just rest, because we're kind of tired.
Yeah, it's
a
already
big
like
day.
8 o'clock too, even though it's light out.
Yeah.
So we went to Fuji Market in Whistler Village, and it's kind of like this like little Japanese specialty shop. So we got a bunch of fun drinks there. But Aaron also got sushi. They had a little sushi bar. So some sushi for Din Din.
Good morning. So we left the campground and moved to the Saton Lake or Reservoir Recreation Area. And it's pretty nice out.
Yeah, it's a beautiful view, and we're enjoying some nice black milk tea that we picked up.
We're just gonna chill here for a little bit. I might do some fishing because, I mean, it looks pretty fishy and I still have my 8-day license.
Yeah, you gotta take advantage of that.
I know, I still need to catch something. That's my dream, to catch something in Canada. So yeah, do a little bit of fishing, then we'll stop and check out the town of Lillooet. We're still on the hunt to find a kayak, so we're gonna stop at a bunch of stores, see if there's anything there. Otherwise, we're just gonna head to Kamloops and yeah, see what that town's about.
Maybe they'll have more stores too, so if we need to find a watercraft.
Yeah, I think that's our best chance over there because it is a bigger town and it's very outdoorsy, so.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Should be a good day.
Mm-hmm.
You caught.
I caught the biggest fish in the lake.
It's all perspective.
Yeah. Let's get him back in the water.
Yeah.
Didn't get skunked though. How fun.
Lunch is served. We have some stir-fried udon noodles with ground beef, napa cabbage, bean sprouts, bunch of seasonings, and yeah, should be tasty.
So not really any luck catching big fish, but at least I caught a few small fish, which is pretty fun.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, so just enjoying a little W with little bubbies.
And I got to read a bunch, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah. So.
You should fish more often.
You know, if we had a watercraft, I could get out on the water and go fishing.
Oh yeah, okay, then sweet. I would go out in the water too.
Yeah, that would increase my probability, and it would actually get Liana outside too. So yeah. We're gonna head into Lillooet and go shopping.
I could have gone outside, except this beach area is not pet friendly.
Okay, fine. But time to go to Lillooet.
In Lillooet, we saw like all of these people parked on the sides of the roads, out of their cars, just kind of like staring into the street, and I was like, why is everyone out here? Turns out they did a little like graduation drive-by with a bunch of the graduates, and there was like firemen and policemen, all part of it. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was fun.
Congrats.
Yeah, class of 2025.
Woo woo!
Man, we're so old. All right, we made it to Kamloops. We stopped at Surplus Irby's, and look at this. We got lots of options. Okay, we finally made it to camp after a long day of fishing, driving, and shopping. But at least as far as shopping goes, I think we're pretty confident we're gonna get something from that Surplus Herbie's.
We're making more rice paper rolls, but we're using an Asian salad mix and tofu. Basically, it's a salad, but we wanted a more fun way to eat it. So we'll see how this goes. Oh my god, ew, ew.